Hello, I'm Discontent and we're back with another episode of Just Vibing. So I was messing around in SERUM this morning and I made something pretty cool and I wanted to show you guys what I made and how I made it. So the final sound that we're going for is this. So it starts with this SERUM patch that I made. It sounds like this. And the basis for this SERUM patch, it's all about this LFO. We don't use any other LFOs, it's just this one. And you can see how the shape of this totally affects what it sounds like. So you can mess around with that if you're trying to replicate this sound, see what sounds good to you. But first of all, we have two oscillators, the first one being a square and the second one being a sine wave. The sine wave is pitched down 2 octaves, and the square has a little bit of unison. And what I've done is I've taken this first LFO and I've assigned it to this octave. With other things disabled, you can see that it's just going very quickly between octaves. And then I added this ring mod filter, and I put the cutoff around 235 hertz. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what ring mod does, I just really like it, and I use it a lot, so... And then this LFO is also just modulating the level of these. So onto the effects, we have hyper, dimension, distortion, compressor, and a filter. So the hyper, we have the dimension mix turned down. I think this is just the default settings for it. I just kind of turned it on and thought it sounded okay. For the distortion, we have it on tube, and we have the drive up 80%. For the compressor, I just turned on multiband, and the gain, I think I turned it up a little bit. I don't know what the gain starts at. And the filter, I chose combs because it's an interesting filter. And I just have the LFO modulating the cutoff. So then what I did is I used this little thing up here in the corner where you can drag out a sample of the sound. And I got this. And then I just layered it with another instance of itself, which is being faded in. So it's just kind of this extended version of it. And then I took an exported version of that, and I put some sound goodizer and an EQ to cut out the sub frequencies, and then a reverb, which I automated. And for this part, all I did was take a little slice of it and repeat it over and over again really fast. And then I just added a sub bass, and then a basic drum pattern. And then right here, I just took another version of it and pitched it down an octave for kind of like fill. And that is really it. So you may have noticed that the lighting is different and the camera quality is different, and I don't really want to talk about it. It's been a rough day for recording today. There was a whole segment of the video that I recorded twice, and neither of them ended up working out. So I was looking for something else to record, and I was messing around in SERUM, and I found a trick that I actually thought was pretty cool. So let me open up a new instance of SERUM. Put that to the side. So we're gonna disable the oscillator and go to the noise, and then we're gonna go to one of these attack kicks. And you see, if we don't enable this, it loops and it creates like a tone that we can use as a synth. So then what I've done is I've gone in and I've added like distortion, compression, and reverb. And then I also, moving back to this one now, I've also taken the attack from this envelope and I've added it to the pitch of the noise oscillator. And with the looping and the pitch, it like makes this kind of like festival trap kind of lead. That's the best way I can describe it. So like And once you have this like bass preset made with the distortion, compression, and reverb and all these, like you can just scroll through the noises and you'll come out with a whole bunch of different sounds. Mind you, they are all pitched differently, so you'll have to correct for that, but that doesn't matter. If you go to Attacks Miscellaneous, that one's dope. That's super cool. And you can mess with the pitch, making them at different lengths. I honestly might have to use this technique in a song sometime. I feel like some of these would be really good for like some Dirty Palm style, like Melbourne bounce. That one's just dope. But yeah, that's all I had in mind for that. This might just end up being a short video. I don't want to record anything else for this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Maybe like subscribe and like the video. I don't know. If anybody's interested in purchasing Discontent Bass Music Essentials, it's 50% off right now, so like, why not go do that? I also just came out with a free pack. It's 20 vital presets. They're like unique basses. Pretty cool. I would go download that if I didn't make them. Also, I recently came out with 2 new songs. They're out on all platforms. They are Portal and Content. So like, go stream those. And last but not least, I did start a record label. So I'll put a link in the description if you want to go listen and maybe submit your tracks. I don't know. But that's the end of the video. Goodbye.